That's the guy who's got handsome.
Well, geez, thank you for the freaking help, Donald. The superior of the in-between, Xemnas. A nobody formed from the separation of Xehanort's heart and body, Xemnas would create Organization 13 with one goal in mind: to forge Kingdom Hearts to create their own hearts, or so he says.
There, in the sky, hangs the promise of a new world. My friends, let us gain further power to conquer the human heart and claim it as our own. Let us remember why we are here and what we hope to achieve. Hearts shall be gathered and be made our own. Hearts shall never again have power over us.
Using the Keyblade and its wielders, Xemnas was able to create Kingdom Hearts, though that would come crumbling down at the hands of Sora, Riku, and their friends.
If light and darkness are eternal, then surely we nothings must be the same. Eternal.
You're right. Light and darkness are eternal. Nothing probably goes on forever too. But guess what, Xemnas?
That doesn't mean you're eternal.
No more eternal than that radiance of yours.
That wouldn't be the end for Xemnas, though, as he would be recruited into the real Organization 13, led by Master Xehanort himself, with the goal to open Kingdom Hearts, forge the Keyblade, and bring about the end of the world. He would meet his true end, though, at the hands of those who defeated him once before, leaving them with some thought-provoking words about the heart.
My first surge of emotion in years. For as long as I can remember. And its loneliness. Do you see? A heart is just pain.
Pain is being human, Xemnas.
Really? It must take incredible strength.
And all that just barely scratches the surface of the true amazing character that is Xemnas. There's a reason he's one of the most popular Kingdom Hearts characters. And we can sit here all day and discuss Xemnas as a character, but let's be honest, that's not why we're here. No. We're here to discuss Xemnas in Smash Bros. Because what else would I do? I bet that when most people think of another Kingdom Hearts character joining Smash, we'll think of characters like Roxas, Aqua, or especially Riku. But Xemnas should also be considered, as he could very easily be one of the most interesting concepts for a fighter. Plus, let's be honest, Smash is pretty lacking when it comes to villains as fighters, and with his intimidating and mysterious character, the superior himself would be a perfect fit for Smash. So now we ask, what if Xemnas joined Smash Bros?
Xemnas.
Xemnas in Smash will feel much like he does when fighting him in Kingdom Hearts, a powerful leader equipped with a plethora of options to keep opponents on their toes. His moveset will be comprised of many of the abilities we see him use during his mini boss fights throughout Kingdom Hearts. Don't worry though, as he won't be that insanely difficult. I can speak from experience, it took me a whopping 55 tries to beat his data fight in Kingdom Hearts 3.
What do you want from me? Please,
Xemnas will be a mix of a zoner and a pressurer. While in a disadvantaged state, Xemnas can fight from afar, offsetting opponents and baiting them. And once he gets the advantage, well, that's when he'll go in personally and take care of things. As for his stats, Xemnas will be a really lightweight fighter, like right there next to Sephiroth. His walk speed is also around Sephiroth's, with his initial dash and run speed sitting in between Sephiroth's and Wii Fit trainers. His air speed sits around Shulk's, with his fall speed sitting around Byleth's. He'll have 2 jumps and no additional movement options. Xemnas' stage entrance has him appear out of a dark corridor, summoning his ethereal blades to fight. As for his taunts, Xemnas' up taunt has him hold out his right hand, saying,
Nothingness is eternal.
His side taunt has Xemnas reach out, as if to reach for Kingdom Hearts itself, saying,
Can you spare a heart?
Or,
Hearts are power.
and his down taunt has Xemnas hold one ethereal blade down and the one across his body, saying,
Why resist the emptiness?
For his ults, Xemnas' default appearance is his Organization 13 coat, seen all the way back in Kingdom Hearts 1 with the Unknown fight. His second ult is an orange recolor based on Terra, the man who had his body stolen by Xehanort only for it to be split into Ansem and Xemnas. His third ult is a purple recolor based on Xigbar, the nobody of Brayag, who'd be the second member of the organization. Wonder why he'd go through all of this trouble. His fourth is a blue recolor based on Aqua, a Keyblade master and friend of Terra, who did everything in her power to save him and their friend Ventus. His fifth is a pink recolor based on Marluxia, the graceful assassin and the 11th member of Organization 13. He, alongside Larxene, betrayed Xemnas at Castle Oblivion, though met his end at the hands of Sora. His sixth ult is a silver and gray recolor. There's no real reference here, but it feels fitting for the supreme of the in-between. His seventh ult is a red recolor based on Diz, aka Ansem the Wise, the master of Terra Xehanort, who he'd betray, taking Ansem's name and creating Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, and of course, Xemnas. And last, but certainly not least, his eighth ult will be the infamous final form Xemnas, which he appeared as during Kingdom Hearts 2's final fight. And for his victories, Xemnas' first has him stand there menacingly with his arms stretched out, saying,
Return to nothing forever.
His second has Xemnas start to float midair with his hands surging with electrical energy, saying,
Anger and hate are supreme.
And his final has Xemnas hold his hands up to the sky with his false Kingdom Hearts behind him as he just laughs. All that work his opponents put into the fight just to further his own goals. For Xemnas' jab, he uses his ethereal blades to perform a low sweeping slash with his right hand from right to left, then a double low slash with both hands from left to right, then finishes with another low sweeping slash with both blades simultaneously. Xemnas' forward tilt has him forego the blades and just roundhouse kick the opponents. Who knew bro was into leg day? This will be his fastest tilt, though will also be his weakest tilt. It's still got the power, especially during combos. His up tilt will have Xemnas perform a rising slash from low left to low right using both ethereal blades. His down tilt has Xemnas stab forward with one of his blades, which will send him forward ever so slightly. And for his dash attack, Xemnas performs a rising slash from low left to high right. It's got great range for a dash attack, though it is a bit on the slower side. Now let's have some fun for Xemnas' smash attacks, shall we? For Xemnas' forward smash, he'll summon and charge up 4 red orbs in a diagonal line in front of him. Unleashing it will have all 4 shoot off at once, going a solid distance and quick, though only deals average damage. Well, we have the lasers and the laser swords, but you know what's missing? Buildings. But that won't work for Smash. So for his up smash, Xemnas will charge and launch a building out of the ground right in front of him, similar to what Palutena has. It is slower to come out, but it hits like a truck, or in this case a building. And for his down smash, Xemnas will charge by summoning more red orbs, but around him. Unleashing it will have him dash around in a circle as the orbs shoot off. Once again, it comes out quick and covers a solid area around him, but this is considerably weaker than his forward smash. For Xemnas' neutral air, he'll perform a double 360 spin vertically using his ethereal blades, dealing average damage and being best used during an aerial combo. His forward air has Xemnas perform an X-Slash with his ethereal blades. This will be a slow attack and have some end lag, but with its power, it will be great at the end of a combo. His back air will be a 2-hit kick, like what Link has. His up air has Xemnas perform an arcing kick, which will do moderate damage and can juggle opponents. And for his down air, Xemnas performs a powerful kick downwards. This will send him far downwards and can spike opponents at the sweet spot, which is at the tip of his foot. But it is committal and can mess you up if you aren't careful. For Xemnas' grab, he'll uncoat his hand with the thorns of nothingness and then grab with said hand. Don't worry, the thorns are not going to throw you halfway across the stage in multiple different directions and you won't be able to keep track of it. Not yet, at least. And his Pummel has Xemnas clench his hand into a fist to damage the opponent using the thorns. His forward throw has Xemnas do a double kick to launch opponents, while also dealing solid damage. His back throw has Xemnas throw the opponent behind him and then just straight up shock them to send them farther. His up throw has Xemnas toss the opponent up using the thorns, which will be his weakest throw by far but will launch opponents the farthest. And his down throw has Xemnas slam the opponent into the ground using the thorns, then uses the thorns to blast the opponent back up. This will be Xemnas' kill throw. Now we've made it to Xemnas' specials, where we'll be seeing some of Xemnas' most iconic abilities. For his neutral special, Xemnas will use something you might not expect to be here, his Spark Bomb ability. Xemnas throws out a simple blue electric energy orb. This will stay on the stage for around 3 seconds before disappearing. You won't be able to use this again until the orb disappears though. Nothing really happens, that is unless someone activates it. If either another player or the Xemnas player hits it, it explodes into a much bigger electric energy sphere. Being hit by the explosion deals a great amount of damage and some quick and far knockback, but it will dissipate essentially immediately after exploding, and any contact with it in that brief period of time just yields below moderate knockback. Spark Bomb is a powerful tool for Xemnas, but it must be used strategically to reap its benefits. And that idea will keep going with his side special. And what is it? Well, we're circling back to an idea from a bit ago with the Thorns of Nothingness. Xemnas shoots out the Thorns of Nothingness from his hand straight out in front of him. They will have a plethora of uses. If they hit an opponent, by default, they'll offset that opponent into the air. You can reverse the special using the joystick, which will pull the opponent closer to Xemnas. This can lead to some combos or lead to a devastating smash attack or even down throw. It can also act as a tether if you don't hit an opponent, which will grab onto the stage or an item. Now, the biggest downside throughout all of this is that the thorns deal absolutely no damage. You can't use them as an actual attack. Essentially, if you want to use these in an offensive manner, be prepared to follow it up with an actual attack immediately afterwards. Maybe a Spark Bomb? While the Thorns of Nothingness are very finicky, they can completely change the pace of the match. Let's take a step back and keep it simple and clean for Xemnas' up special, which will be Dual Blade Rise. Xemnas spins in rising circles with his ethereal blades. It will basically be a buffed up version of Sora's aerial sweep up special because Xemnas doesn't have that sonic blade. It deals an above average amount of damage, but its main point is to get him high up, and trust me, it does. It's a great burst recovery option, but it will put Xemnas into freefall after use. Now, Dual Blade Rise isn't the most flashy move ever, but damn does it have its uses. Let's go back to the wild stuff for his down special. For it, Xemnas will use something he's had ever since the beginning, the Spark Wall. Xemnas throws out a barrier wall in front of him. It's not a counterattack, but you'd wish it was. Why, you may be asking? Well, this wall will straight up block attacks, no matter what they are. And if an opponent hits the wall straight on, they'll be staggered for a moment. The wall will be instantly dissipated and be on cooldown for a bit after use. It can be used mid-combo to help keep the chain going, or to stop your opponent from fighting back. One last note, only one can be on the stage at a time. You better be glad Spark Wall won't be out often, because it will be a nuisance to deal with. All in all, Xemnas' specials are situational and shouldn't be over-relied on. You'll need to be strategical, but oh boy can you lay it on opponents when used right. But now we got one last part before we're done. That's right, it's time for the final smash. And now for Xemnas' final smash, get ready to mash X and triangle, for it will be the Supreme's Desperation. After unleashing the power of the Smash Ball, Xemnas heads behind the stage while the background goes dark. Then a bunch of red orbs light the background around the stage, and you probably know where this one's going. They start firing off lasers at rapid speed. This attack will last for about 5 seconds. You're gonna get hit at least a little bit unless you have options like a full shield, which can potentially break after the attack if you're unlucky, a projectile reflector, deflector, or absorber. So be cautious when trying to survive this. It can kill at high percents as well. I will note that it is not impossible to dodge, it's just really difficult. Overall, the Supreme's desperation shows just what Xemnas is willing to do to achieve his goals. And that does it for What If Xemnas Joined Smash Bros. This is one that I've wanted to do for quite a while now, and we're gonna do it here instead this time. And it got viewer requested, so basically it was like, oh shoot, now we're gonna do it. Not that I'm complaining though. This one was really fun. Not easy, but I love myself a good challenge. I do genuinely think there's a legit argument for Xemnas to join Smash Bros, and while it might not ever happen, it is at least really fun to consider. Besides, he's one of the best Kingdom Hearts characters, at least in my opinion, and I don't think anyone would actually be that upset if he joined in. Do I think he should be the next Smash Bros villain? Probably not. Probably gonna want a Sonic rep first, Eggman or Shadow, if you count Shadow as a villain. But like, you get what I'm saying. I don't think Xemnas should immediately go, we should go with that one. But if they did, they got me sold. And again, Smash needs more villains. They really need more villains as fighters. So like, you know what? If Xemnas was the one chosen, sweet. If they managed to make a whole, that's what they should do. If we got Smash 6, which we're probably going to, we should totally get like a whole fighters pass, even if it's a small one, like 3 characters. That's all villains. Guaranteed only villains. Because there's not a lot. There really isn't. I can name only a few off the top of my head if that says anything. There's definitely more than what I might think, but still, we need more. We have a lot of heroes, or do you classify them as a hero or not? I don't know. Argan's out on a villager. I think this guy's a little bit of a monster, a little bit of a villain. So there's something behind those eyes. I have to put a PNG here now. Damn it. And I will fully admit, I was totally planning this one out for a few months now. I've basically been planning this kit to happen on this month since Riku, which was a lot of kits ago. And why March, you may be asking? Kingdom Hearts anniversary. Tomorrow is March 28th, which the video is not going to come out on, unfortunately, but this month, kind of in between March 28th and April 10th, is kind of Kingdom Hearts anniversary. Most of the Kingdom Hearts content, the big stuff you're going to see throughout the year, is going to come out at this point in the time of the year. Because, let's see, I think it's 23 years ago, the first Kingdom Hearts game came out. That's crazy to think. Yeah, because I just got into Kingdom Hearts when it's 20th anniversary. Anyways, I'm very, very excited about it. I'm hoping we get something. I hope Kingdom Hearts 4, but at the very least, something missing link. And I wanted to do a Smash kit to help celebrate it, and Xemnas just felt right. Weirdly enough, so here we are. Next year, we'll find out, because it might become a tradition. Because I did Ventus and Roxas in March of 23, and then last year, I did Noctis, which is basically a Zora, so... Or, I think Noctis was based on Sora, just a little bit more messed up, so Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora. Anyways, this is a series I do genuinely hold near and dear to my heart, so I wanted to do something for it. Yeah, we'll be able to use both songs in post. Anyways, so this is my happy anniversary Kingdom Hearts. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here because I gotta go do some more things. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. The ching and the bang. I don't know what I'm doing right now. You know what to do. In the link down in the description, there will be, or in the description, there will be a link to the Smash Bros. Theory Kit playlist containing everything in there. Binge watch it in reverse order and just see the devolving of quality and also sanity, because I feel like the first kit, something was up in me in that video. Okay, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I'm gonna return to nothing. The void, basically. Bye-bye.